Hey guys, so I'm finally sitting down with you guys again, and I'm outside because it was nice out. I don't know what the lighting's like, and I don't know if the wind's bad, so hopefully it goes okay. Since this is the last Wednesday of 2016, I wanted to do the 16 things I did or that happened in 2016. So I have my list. So starting off with number one, it would be graduated high school. This past August, I graduated high school, and just like those months leading up to graduation, the last few months of senior year were absolutely amazing. I would go back to them in a heartbeat if I could. It was just so much fun, especially at the school that I went to. They made it really fun for us. And on the side, I'm going to add like a bunch of pictures and stuff like of everything that I'm talking about, just because it's more fun for you guys to see what I'm talking about, because obviously you were not there. But honestly, my senior year was absolutely amazing. And yeah, graduate high school is definitely the number one thing that I did in 2016. So another thing that I did in 2016 was I got to attend Playlist Live in Orlando. This was absolutely crazy for me. This is the first time I got to go as talent, and it was honestly one of the best weekends of the entire year. I met so many amazing people. I met people that I'm friends with now, and if you haven't seen the playlist story that I've uploaded before with Mike, you should really do that. Mike's seen the video, so you should really go see the video. That's hilarious. I got another tattoo also this year, and I only have two, but it's my favorite. I absolutely love it. It's Live Life to the Fullest in Italian. I also have a video on that. Go check it out if you want to hear more about it. I was front row at a Beyonce concert. When Beyonce came to my city, I got tickets. I wasn't like front row, but I was right next to the stage of one of her stages. I'll insert some videos here. It was absolutely amazing. Her show was amazing. I love her so much. To be able to be that close to her on stage was incredible. Ooh. Bad idea. Also this year, I got my first real job. Of course, many of you know, if you are subscribing on this channel, it is at Victoria's Secret. I still currently work there. I have a few shifts the next few days, so stay tuned for new videos on Victoria's Secret. But yeah, that was my first job. I had never had any actual job before that, and I love it so much. Right when summer started, me and Christy road tripped to Tampa for Mike. So that was honestly an experience in its own. Christy, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're cringing at the fact that I just said Tampa. We can't even really say the word Tampa anymore. We call it the T word because that's how, not bad, but just how insane it was. Also over summer, I met Kevin Hart, which is someone I am obsessed with. I can quote from the movie Let Me Explain. I can literally quote it word for word. I love him so much. I ran into him with Christy in Miami. I also have a video on that. I feel like I have videos about all the things I'm talking about. Number 8 is I got my heart broken a few times. Not really going to go into detail with that one, but if you're a girl, I'm sure you can relate, and that is something that happened in 2016 for me. Pretty bad. But we're gonna move on. Happier things. Also in summer, I took a spontaneous trip to New York with Christy. This was so much fun. This was kind of the first trip I took with a friend completely by myself out of the state. We had a blast, and it was so spontaneous. One night we were just sitting in my room, and we were like, we want to go somewhere, and we just booked a flight to New York, and it was honestly such a great time, and I would go back any second. I attended the Justin Bieber Purpose tour, and I got to be, again, somewhat front row. I was right next to the stage. That was absolutely amazing. I'm a huge Justin Bieber fan over everyone. Like, I've been a huge Justin Bieber fan since like 2009 or 2010. So for me to be able to be front row at a Justin Bieber show, that was, there's golfers. That was all I could have hoped for. It was amazing, and I paid a lot of money. I actually paid for the meet and greet that he canceled. So I was one of those. I was ones who paid the $1,000 for the meet and greet and then didn't get it, which I could do a whole video on that. I met so many new and amazing friends this past year. I got really close with all my friends in my senior class, as well as meeting so many new people over summer. I was introduced to a whole new friend group going to college. It's awesome, the new people that I've met this year, and I love them so much. You guys know who you are. I don't know if you're watching this, but you know who you are. So with it being my senior year and going to college for the first time, I went clubbing for the first time. I went out for the first time, went to parties and went to actual clubs and went out in Miami for the first time all this year, which is really cool. It was fun. I have like 500 million stories I could tell about some of those nights. I'm not going to, but they were awesome, and I think about those nights all the time, and if I could go back to summer, I would. I feel like I say I would go back to almost every single one of these things in a heartbeat, because these are my favorite things that happened in 2016. So this year was also the year that I moved away from home for the first time, being in college. I moved away, and I love where I am now. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I'm actually going up there for New Year's and everything. So of course, moving away from home is a very scary thing, especially with me. I'm an only child, so all I've known is my home and my family. And I'm not that far, I'm only 3 hours away, but living on your own in a house with new people, cooking for yourself, everything, it's a big change. But it was honestly so exciting, and I love it so much. So that is definitely a big thing that happened this year. I dyed my hair blonde. My hair naturally is black, like jet black, and I've always wanted to dye my hair blonde since I was little, but my mom was always afraid that I wouldn't like it or afraid that it would damage my hair. But this was the year that I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna dye it blonde, and I love it. I'm gonna keep going a little bit lighter, and then eventually I will go back to brunette or ombre or something, because I have a serious problem with changing my hair. I love it. I love to just change it. I think if you have the chance, why not do it? A few months ago, also in the year 2016, I became a vegetarian. This was something that Christy kind of introduced me to. She's vegetarian, and I was never really a big fan of meat to begin with. I am never in the mood for a burger. I'm never in the mood for steak. I love fish. So I am pescatarian. I do still eat fish, just no meat, no red meat, no white meat, nothing. This was the first Christmas and the first Thanksgiving I had with no meat. It was different, but I did do it. For Thanksgiving, I just bought my own little tofurkeys, and for Christmas, I just didn't eat any of the ham or the roast or anything like that. I love it. I honestly feel so much healthier without it. My body's much more adjusted to it now. I've been vegetarian since summer, so there's a plane above me. I'm glad. Please hold. And the main reason I became vegetarian was for health reasons. Of course, I am for the animals, but my main reason was to be healthier. And my 16th thing that I did in 2016 was fly to California to visit Christy. I've mentioned Christy a lot in these past 16 things. If you don't know who Christy is, that's my best friend. She recently moved across the country away from me, and I was lucky enough to be able to fly over there and see her for the holidays. It was an amazing time. We got to see so many amazing friends that I haven't seen in such a long time. I vlogged all of that for the past, when I did the 12 days of vlogs. So if you haven't seen that, make sure to go check that out. There's a bunch of California things. But yeah, 2016 was honestly a crazy year. It was my senior year. It was a year of ups and downs and crazy and where you go into college and all that type of stuff, but honestly, I wouldn't have changed any of it for the world. I think I learned a lot in 2016. I originally was going to do a video on 16 things I learned in 2016, but I thought that would be a little too serious and too, not fun. I thought this was fun to be able to share some things with you guys that I did in 2016 that you might not have known about, but honestly, if you were in my life in 2016, thank you for making this year amazing. If you weren't in my life in 2016, then I hope that maybe you are in 2017, and I hope 2017 is just as great as 2016 was. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any really cool things that you did in 2016, make sure to comment them down below, maybe some 2017 resolutions. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so because I make videos every single Wednesday. Honestly, 2017 resolution for me is really just to eat healthier, be healthy, go to the gym more, and just take every opportunity that comes my way, live my life, and just continue to do amazing things and create videos for you guys. This is the year that I also, started my channel up again and really got it going, and I'm almost to 500 like I said the other day. I might actually be at 500 right now, and that is awesome for me. I know it's not a big number to some people, but for me to gain 500 in just a few months that I've started my channel up again is awesome. So thank you guys, and I will see you all in 2017 with a new video.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. On your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. Hey! I don't try nobody, grip the trigger.